There are supers that exist in the Incredible universe other than the Incredibles family that are still alive. I know, hard to believe. He's one of the few that's been here the whole time. Until we found out there's a whole bunch of other ones that have survived too. He's basically the uncle of the family. He was there when Mr. and Mrs. Incredible got married for the first time, along with some others that are not here no more, unfortunately. I mean, you know he's close with the family when his voice is registered in the Incredible car to where he can activate it himself. So he's really cool with the family. He has his own secret compartment that has his own super suit. His super suit has a built-in snowboard, basically. If you can't already tell, yes, he's the ice manipulator of the group. That's why he can make ice bridges. But when it comes to his raw muscle, that's not what he specializes in like Bob. It's evident when you see him lifting up humans, and Bob has like a whole bunch of more humans. When it comes to his freeze power and stuff, you could say his only weakness is oxygen. He can't really use his ice if there's no oxygen in the air like that. Like when it was in a burning building, it wasn't hardly enough oxygen for him to even make ice. But it doesn't take much because when he's dehydrated, all he needs is like one sip of some water and he can freeze. Let's get into it. You already seen his strength to be able to hold beings with one arm. They don't seem to be that heavy either. But whatever he lacks in physical punching power, let's just say his blast is better. We've seen his ice against other metahuman type beings. Beings that are way stronger than him muscle wise, he can get out of their grip via the ice, and then he can kind of glue you to the wall with ice. This was during the occasion with the mind controlled supers. He froze a group of them temporarily until it took some strength for him to break out. He can use his ice like jets to blow himself in the air. During this mind control event, there are supers that have lava manipulation. We see him beam struggle with lava and even overwhelm the character that has lava. He has no problem making icy constructs in the shape of a ball. While helping out Dash here, he was able to make all of this wave into slushies. So he seems to be able to control what kind of ice he makes. It wasn't solid here, it was slushy type. A good way to understand Frozone's power or how strong he is to look at how much ice he can generate in a short amount of time and how strong that ice that he creates really fast is. He was able to freeze somebody so fast and solidly before the bullet can even reach him. Like you see it mid-flight. It's proven he can freeze stuff solid in less than a second. You could say his ice could possibly support hundreds or even close to 1,000 tons. There was this ship, he had to slow it down with his ice or make a cushion enough to where it didn't damage the building. This really shows the ice that he creates on the spot can hold a lot of weight because the train lifted up from his ice. So yeah, he can produce ice on the spot that can lift a few hundred tons. Not only is he sliding on ice, he's also making ice that can support all his weight. Now, I'm not saying he's as strong or his ice is as strong as the Omni Droid, but it is something to note that his ice he produced on the spot can support the weight of thousands of tons based on the weight of the Omni Droid. So it can at least support the weight of an Omni Droid because his feet didn't just crack it instantly, if that makes sense to you. This is a low ball because this is assuming the Omni Droid only weighs 1,000 tons. There's even some people that calculate the Omni Droid way more. So yeah, he can support the weight. Not saying he's as strong as the Omni Droid, obviously. But if you still have your doubts, this is probably his best lifting feat. He definitely can lift over 1,000 tons with his ice. You see how his ice is lifting this drill up in the air. And he's making this ice this strong on the spot. I want you to realize him lifting this up is insane because this massive thing that has to weigh over 1,000 tons, Mr. Incredible's having a hard time moving this thing. I would even argue that this weighs more than the Omni Droid. Wouldn't you agree? And we've seen Mr. Incredible do this with his raw muscle. That's why Frozone lifting up something that Mr. Incredible had issues with is insane considering how strong Mr. Incredible is. Even though I do want to mention, this ice did eventually give out. So yeah, that should be noted. It was temporary, but that's still insane that it was even able to do it for that long, lift this whole drill up. Imagine this dense ice blasting you. You know it would hit hard. Of course, it has its limits though. He couldn't freeze this Omni Droid. The Omni Droid was constantly breaking out of his ice. I wouldn't say he's as strong as Mr. Incredible or anything, but I do think it's kind of cool he was able to hold off the Omni Droid for an extended amount of time. I also find his ice-enhanced speed quite impressive, more than you would think. He can travel some distance pretty quickly. I mean, we even see him catch up to helicopters. He's constantly reacting to electric attacks from supers, and right here he evaded a bolt of electricity. Not a lot to go off of, but still pretty powerful. I mean, if he just really wanted to be real destructive, he could just create a real big ice ball in a very short amount of time, have it land on a building, destroy the building that way, proving that he could pretty much bust a building without much issue, honestly. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thanks for the donations. Frozone is stronger than he probably would have believed. Not too much to go off of, though. Still strong, though. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.